space and what happened.
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August, an entanglement with August, an entanglement with August, an entanglement, an entanglement, an entanglement with August, an entanglement with August, an entanglement with August, an entanglement, an entanglement, an entanglement with August, an entanglement with August, an entanglement with August.
She got in a whole entanglement, guys. An entanglement, guys, an entanglement. Like, there are no words to describe how she placed that to try and avoid using the word relationship until Will Smith had to get it out of it. An entanglement. They were in an entanglement. That is gonna be my new favorite word. I'm like, listen, this is crazy. We've got a lot to dissect and analyze, and we're gonna, analyze this very slowly and carefully.
We were going to take our space and what happened.
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes, it was a relationship. Absolutely.
Hey guys, it's Murad Morali. Hopefully you guys are doing well today. If you haven't already, click that button for daily and consistent content, hourly and consistent content. Click that button and subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it, and let's get into this video. So, for those of you who don't know what's going on right now, August Alsina ages ago said that him and Jada Pinkett Smith had a situation going on and that she was deeply in love, and then now Jada said that she will bring herself to the Red Table Talk, and here she is with Will Smith. Now, props to bring yourself to the Red Table Talk, but I feel like conversations like this sometimes don't really need to happen, but because it's already in the public stratosphere, you have to continue to deal with it publicly if you wish to, and then wrap it up. But throughout this entire conversation, if we look at Will Smith's body language and how he's really a bit like hunched in like this, his face seems distraught, his eyes seem quite heavy, he looks physically, and I can imagine feel mentally exhausted because he has been through it with Jada Pinkett Smith. Now yes, he's had his own situations, and yes, they had a breakup, but the part for me that I would feel would be the most irritating is that both of them are kind of laughing at the fact that this actually happened ages ago and is being brought up now. Now, the fact that it happened ages ago and is being brought up now, it also brings back up all of that PTSD, all of that deep emotional feelings, where you were at the time when you heard this, what happened, what you were going through, the breakup, everything. It brings everything back.
You and I were also going through a process of healing in a much different manner. I would definitely say
we can see that Jada seems to be a bit more relaxed than Will Smith. She's cross-legged, she's, sitting back, she's talking about it. She seems to be, just dealt with it better than Will Smith. It seems like he did not accept it, or just not even that he didn't accept it, he just went through a lot because of it. And the way she describes it as an entanglement, I find it to be very interesting. Some people are also saying that, that I also feel there could be a bit of a female privilege thing going on here. The reason why I say that is we have August Alsina and everybody's saying that, he was a grown man and stuff like this. She was 41, he was 22. He was going through a lot of disgusting, sad stuff at the time, and she was there for him, trying to heal him or fix him. Had it been the other way around and Will Smith was with a young girl at 21, 22 and he was 41, it would have been a massive issue, and he would have been slated even more online everywhere.
From there, you and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided...
I was done with your ass.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Kind of gender bias, you could say. But at the same time, she also was a bit confused, saying that why is he speaking about it now? When it comes to healing, healing is not linear. Healing is not something that takes place within a short, restricted, or limited amount of time. Healing can take life, the entire moment of when something happened to the last breath. healing is a very gradual, long process, and it can happen in many ways, and you can heal yourself gradually. And I feel like her being able to acknowledge her codependency, her being able to acknowledge that this idea of wanting to fix others or help others as opposed to fixing yourself as an individual, as a person, is recognition and is a gradual development in the process of healing, because you're able to acknowledge this stuff when it comes to therapy such as cognitive behavioral therapy. There are many ways through Socratic questioning. The Socratic means when you ask questions to somebody in a way where it would make them ask questions to themselves, which is a very core development in that therapy. I graduated in clinical psychology and cognitive neuroscience, so we really discovered it and then studied the intense development and core stuff of therapies and what could be most effective. And when it comes to stuff like this, you can really tell if you analyze his body language. Will Smith is over it. He seems tremendously tired from it, and it must have worn him out in an entire different manner and capacity. The fact that this is even all online as well, you can tell that this is something that he probably did not want to do, but he was suggested to do it. But Jada seems to be just a little bit more relaxed about the entire situation, dealt with it differently as well, and just kind of phrasing it as an entanglement, perhaps to try and sidestep emotions of what it, because I'm pretty sure it was far deeper than an entanglement, and she's trying to sidestep these emotions because perhaps she doesn't want to deal with it again over and over, and is trying to save face for herself. Who really knows? But of course, I can imagine that August Alsina would be tremendously upset seeing all of this, because he said that he was deeply in love with this person. They must have spent a tremendous amount of time together, months, whatever, only for her now to go on TV and say that this is just an entanglement for me. It wasn't that much. And then Will Smith had to say this was a relationship. He had to get the words out of her mouth. You can tell the tension between these two is there. Yes, I'm not saying that tension means they strongly dislike each other, but they probably disagree with each other's actions, and it can show on people's bodies and faces. And the way Will is just like, a bit like this, and a bit like he's not like relaxed and carefree and back and moving his head around. He's really scrunched in, because he's trying, that really basically reflects the kind of scrunched up emotions that he has as an individual and as a person, and whether he's processed them. Because yes, this happened a long time ago, but as again, healing is not a linear phase, and this takes a while. So this has obviously rocked the internet, guys. Like, everybody is talking about it. Everybody is really irritated on this whole situation, and people are split on it. Somebody said people are dunking on that Will and Jada love when their vows said for better and for worse. They are literally doing that. You're just not used to seeing people work through this or the worst part. So it's interesting. It's very interesting how it's just out of nowhere come like this, and it's just the trending topic of conversation. And I do want to give it to them for being transparent about this entire situation. Somebody says, no matter how much Will Smith tries to keep it together, the fact remains Jada has broken this brother. He has never looked like this since the movie Pursuit of Happiness, and we all know what that facial expression means. He is trying to put up with Jada's BS explanation. Jada calling cheating an entanglement and a journey to heal. Her lover August says they were deeply in love. Jada got Will looking like he's on the set of Pursuit of Happiness. So a lot of people are also defending Will Smith as well. And it's just, they're all just like the disrespect of even it being seen as an entanglement. You're trying to subsidize the entire situation, minimize it, make it seem more, simplify it rather than what it is. It was a complex, deep, emotional state of love that both of you felt for each other, one more than other, whatever. And now you're trying to put it as something random, and that in itself is disrespectful to your life partner, Will Smith, who obviously took it as disrespect and was like, this is not an entanglement, this was what it was, and it was a relationship. But I'm glad that this idea of codependency, I feel, is something that a lot of people don't really address as much. And as the idea of the fact that you want to help other people, but you don't want to help yourself. And it's not a conscious thought, it's a subconscious thought. You want to help other people, but you don't know how to help yourselves. You think that helping other people is helping yourselves. You think that is a therapeutic development way, that is how you become a better person in life, which you do, but in terms of healing as an individual from what you've gone through and your trauma. And again, I'm glad that she mentioned the word childhood trauma, because childhood trauma, it carries with you in ways that you will never know. It's like carbon monoxide seeping into your body, and you just don't know until the alarm goes off and you're like, damn, this is a problem. And that can happen in life. Childhood trauma can take over you until, damn, the alarm goes off in your body, your subconscious goes into your conscious, you talk about it, you face that trauma head on, and you deal with it, and you get through it, and you're like, wow, I'm a strong person. And then bang, the PTSD slips in one way or another when it comes to a situation like this. But at the same time, people like to help other people. I'm gonna get back to that point. They like to help other people, and which is a good thing to do, but the issue is that you feel like you're developing as a person. No, you need to face your issues head on, whether it be by yourself, with your friends, direct in therapy. You need to face your issues if you have tremendous deep codependency issues head on, because there are a lot of times where you may not feel that affection and that intimacy when you were a child around your family. Therefore, you will look for it in replacements, in relationships. And then when you do find that intimacy and that affection, whether it be the first 2 weeks or so with somebody, you begin to gradually develop something massive, because they're giving you a dosage of something that you never really received when you were young, and everything becomes magnified for you, extrapolated for you for something massive, and it really shouldn't be at that point as well. So it's interesting how your childhood trauma can carry into relationships, can carry into stuff like this. And the idea I need to help you in order to fix myself. No, you need to put up boundaries for yourself and help yourself first. Validation comes from within. It does not come from somebody else. Validation is just for parking, not for other human beings. That is not how it works. You need to be comfortable with who you are as a person. And when you get to that state, you will never ever feel like you need to degrade people online, do these social media beefs and stuff, because you know that if you are comfortable as a person, nobody else can shake you. If you are validated within yourself, nobody else can rattle you. Nobody, because you know who you are as a person. It's not an easy step to get to, and you would have to go through a lot of life's challenges to probably get there, to be honest with you. But when you do get to there to an extent, whatever, it is a very good feeling to have. But let me not divert too much and take it back to this. But I just want to get to his body language, man. And you guys are seeing it all over his face and body. He is completely gone with it. He is over it. And I wanted to do a quick 10 to 11 minute kind of analysis on the situation, because a lot of you guys have said that some of my videos are 3 to 4 minutes long. I like to keep it like that so that you guys know the information quickly and then go about your day. Just a quick 5-minute top up on tea or whatever, or news. But when it comes to analysis stuff, I like to keep them 10 minutes plus so that we can really discuss this and watch this at length and deal with it. Now, I was going to come out with this last night. I did put out a tweet saying, I was going to come out with this, but unfortunately I just had some sudden news that just hit me like a damn truck, and I did not expect it. Personal news, and I was like, damn. 2020 is crazy, but that is life. Life is gonna throw you woes. Life is gonna throw you so much in your way, whether it be like a truck or not. You have to be ready for it. You have to be well equipped for it, because you're either gonna sink or you're either gonna swim. And as I've said before, I'm going to continue to keep swimming. I'm a very hardworking individual, and whether the bad news will hit me like a truck, yes, and I had to deal with it, whatever. And I was like, damn, everybody's coming together, Jeffree Star stuff, but I got to get it out, and this and that. But I thought, you know what? Meditation for me helps massively, and that in itself is really helping me, I would say. But that was why there was a delay when it came to this video, because I don't like stating I'm going to do something and it doesn't happen. So apologies for people who were waiting for the video last night, but here it is today, this afternoon. Let me know your thoughts when it comes to this. Please do subscribe, click that button for daily and consistent content. Head over to my Instagram, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.